You might find it glamorous to live in Alaska, Kevin, but it's not so glamorous when you discover yourself developing shoveling techniques. There are so many. You become an expert on the shoveling techniques. The classic backwards sweep, the well-known side-to-side wing flap, the gut push. It is imperative for you to perfect the gut push. Otherwise, you're gonna have a bad time with your back. Of course, your arsenal of shoveling tools must be in tip-top shape. There is no way you can possibly survive without a wide push shovel that you don't have to lift with your back or you will destroy said back. You also need a regular ass shovel for sometimes you need to just sweep those sides without using the, for the fine details of the shoveling action that you're going to be engaging in. Is this jump possible? I understand it's totally possible. You would think so, right? I'm going like right at the edge of this block and it feels like Paco should reach it, but I don't think it's actually possible. Now that the more that I do it, even at jumping at so close to the edge, this jump just cannot be done, which is heartbreaking. I need to actually use a rope to get the hell out of here. So it's the Alaskan life experience in the winter, all right? Admittedly, if you live in the Midwest or pretty much anywhere in Canada, you're also going to have quite the expertise developed in these fields. It will just not be as cold. Check me out. No, don't check me out. I wanted to drop down to this ledge and that would have been fine. But no, you should not have witnessed that. That was absolute trash, garbage. And you should be ashamed of even watching this. Please, thank you. Please and thank you. You have to always be polite to the lizard. Oops! Wow, he actually hit me. The retribution was swift and deadly, but I was able to come out ahead, baby. Do not go into that long good night. Do not do it, for I shall be obliterated. It's not so bad, all right? It's not so bad. The wildlife in Alaska, it's all right. It is a fun time. I'm trying to, find something to do here other than just going out with a thumb up my ass. Let me tame this turkey, go into that shop, help myself to some good stuff. That's not triggered, right? Yeah, it is triggered. Okay, it's all good. Everything's fine. Let me just do a little bit of murder. Thank you for the wares. I was going to use the freeze ray to destroy Antonio's body, but it's worthless because the hover pack is on my anus already. So we'll just have to carry on. Already this ghost is harassing me. Truly a tragedy of our times. It annoys the crap out of me. Excuse me a moment. All right, no big deal. So I'm back on the action. Not so glamorous. Son of a... Not so glamorous when you witness the absolute insanity that is the utility bill. When I first moved up here in the winter, sometimes it will reach $200. I was like, holy crap! Are you nuts? $200 for electric? I'm used to electrical bill costing at the most, maybe on a high consumption month, maybe it might get to 80 euros back in Spain. $200. That was 15 years ago. Nowadays, it's like, oh, look, the electric bill was freaking, 280. Pretty sure last month it reached. I want this. I want it so bad. Oh, very violent. No, why am I so stupid? 280. I'm like, these days, in the middle of the winter, in which you have to, plug in the car so it doesn't freeze and be completely useless unless you find some way to push it into an indoors heated area. Or there are specialized people that they have a tent and a gas heater, and they will create a little shelter for your car to thaw out. And it has happened. It has certainly happened before. Certainly, you are not quite getting the full Alaska experience if you've never had your car freeze on you. It's like it is bound to happen because, you know, you're driving around. Often, it can totally happen. Something gets jostled. Some piece of gravel goes into the system and disconnects a wire connection. And the next thing you know, your winterization is no longer active. We have 10... I was about to say we have 10 bombs. We should be able to use violence to have more health. There you go. Wow. Wow. Shooting that turkey out of a cannon. Amazing. Anyway, let me get out of here. We have a wonderful jetpack. Everything's going to work out amazingly. I don't know why I did that. Let's just move on with our lives. It is something that is going to happen sooner or later. Your winterization will fail. You will not realize that the plug that you're plugging it in, oops, you didn't plug it inside. Oops, your timer machine little thing that only makes sure that it gives power overnight. So that way your thing is not wasting electricity all day long. What even is this, brother? This was the lazy day in TommTamm's household. He was like, I'm gonna phone it in for this particular conflict. I'm just going to put a pile of mines on the floor, and that's good enough. This is difficult, right? This is really difficult for the player. You know what? You actually caught me off guard with stacking a few of the mines. That really did a bit of a problem for me. I was like, oh shit, there was more than one to worry about. What's the deal here? What's the deal? It's like an entrance. What's back here? It's Waddler. It is frickin' Waddler. What a piece of garbage he is. Anyway, it's gonna happen to you. It's gonna happen to you. And you're gonna have to pay for it one way or another, either with time or with money or with both. It is a pain in the ass. Then you have the problem of the polar, it's always such a tongue twister, polar merlons that are always roaming and ravening through the streets. Has been quite the Alaskan pest. It is very akin to the Australian drop bears. The polar merlons, they perch upon the awful, shitty-ass trees out here. If you're looking for majestic trees, do not come to Alaska. Most of the trees grow in swampland, and as such, they are swamp trees. Their trunks, you'll see a big one if you cannot wrap both your hands around it and touch your fingers on one of them. I'm trying to decide where do I want to go. I think I want to go. I think we're beautifully equipped to go to, I think it's called the summit, the climb that you go. Oh, why have I spent so long in here? Just get a little too involved with everything. Anyway, the polar merlons, they really are quite the problem. They are always like perching, watching for you to come out to your car at night. And at night, I mean at 3 p.m. because that's when it gets dark up here. That's right, you're immune to fire. And now I have no fire of my own. And now I cannot see a damn diddly squat. Thankfully, there was more than one torch. All right. Let me, what of a problem? What a problem to have Yeti Queens. They do not carry torches. So we will be faced with some of them. Right in front of your eyes. One time, man, the polar merlon just dropped straight from the top of the tree. Whoa, baby! Oh yeah! Dropped from the top of the tree with its long, scaly wings just flapping about. They're like a cross between bats and pelicans. They're very, very strange creatures, those bloodthirsty merlons. And they just start pecking you viciously, aiming for your eyeballs. Why? What? Why? I'm not. I guess so. I am your enemy. I should not claim that I am not. I have been terribly violent to your ilk in the past. Anyway, we need to find. I really cannot do these sacrifices. We need to find the 3 red thingamabobbers. And in the darkness, this is not a trivial task. Let's rush. Try and find. If you are not aware what the hell is going on here, there are 3 skeletal stacks. Oh, oh! She shoots corpses at me. Very, very uncouth. Oh, 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 oh! There's 1. How wonderful! I found 1. Just need to find 2 more. Brother, my sweet, wonderful TommTamm, my brother in Christ. More thought needs to be put into the paradigm of this biome. Perhaps not allow dark levels. Perhaps not have the ghost chase you. It's slightly frustrating to find the 3 stacks of crap that I need to destroy in order to leave. Whoops. Mistake. A mistake was made on my part. Hey, here's a stack of crap. Don't mind me, beautiful ghost. I am just trying to do my job. Trying to find the things. There's nothing on that side, I don't think. I feel like I have traversed every square inch, every square tile of this dang old place. Hola, hola. Ah, whoa! I found it. Holy crap, brother. I really wanted to do some sweet, wonderful, devoted sacrifices, but ain't gonna happen today. Just gotta go straight out. I don't know. Seems like more needs to happen. More needs to happen in the paradigm of what the mountain, the summit, whatever this is supposed to be. Are you a regular chest? You are a regular chest. The weird ones shake. There you go. There you go. Good stuff. Wow. Definitely, if you are an outdoorsy type and you carry with yourself the customary baseball bat to protect yourself. Yeah. I saw that was Ida from the Merlons. You're going to get out a lot more from Alaska. You're an indoorsy type, like your good old Uncle Blargo. Well, be prepared to have long, dark days. Cooped up within, which I am perfectly okay with. I'm just going to wait. Yeah! And be extremely thankful. Wow, that was extremely valid. Just be thankful that human technology has advanced to the point that I hardly ever feel the cold whenever I am indoors. If you have an outdoors job, son of a bitch! If you have an outdoors job like yours truly, you'll find yourself developing rules of thumb for layering, making sure that you're never caught outside with not enough layers of clothing. Normally, you're going to make rules of thumb of every 10 degrees. Basically, 30 and above, just a sweater is fine. Zero to 20, shirt and 2 sweaters, 2 light sweaters. You know, shirt, sweater, and then a light jacket. That's fine. Then you get to 0. Then you get yourself a sweater and a thick jacket. Then you get, that will serve you well down to like 20 below. At that point, you put yourself shirt, 2 sweaters, and the thick jacket. When you get to 40 below, just pray that you're not caught outside for a long period of time. That's pretty much it. And ooh, perhaps the polar gods that watch over the snow lords out here, perhaps they'll take mercy on your soul and transport you to a warm place. It's truly, it's just kind of sad. Okay, we have just 2 vampires. Huh? That's the extent of the threat. All right, I accept it. There's a sizable threat for me to face. Kind of salty I don't get capes anymore. Explain yourself, TommTamm. What is the reason behind? Yo! We have a combo. We are tag team. I was caught slightly off guard by. It was just a preamble. They were Mole Man's bodyguards. That's all they were. Here I thought they were the main course. They were only appetizers. Alright, alright. I really don't want to go back to that stupid silly mountain. That's right, I said it. I don't care that you hurt your elbow. Why are you two even in there? What is going on here? There was some kind of extremely gay stuff going on. And I think that they're internalized homophobes. And they were like, oh! They had total gay panic. And they could not withstand the possibility that I could suspect them of inserting their tongues inside each other's mouth. I'm trying to find a path to the other side that doesn't involve me using explosives, but that path does not exist. Not even this is a possibility. Let me just kill you real quick. Actually, no, let's not kill him. Yes, let's kill him. Die! Because now I have a key. You may think that that was my aim all along. It really wasn't. I did not realize that he dropped a key. You also have another maniac over here, huh? Is this the surface? Because I really don't want to go to the surface, but you have forced my hand. The swamp. I meant the swamp, not the surface. Oh well. I am sure that I will survive this trial, and certainly there will be no fulminating death at the other side of this experience. I'll betcha that we'll get through this without incident. And then we'll have wonderful stories reminiscing with that fantastic time into a swamp where I contracted dysentery. But it all worked out okay. I also met the love of my life. She was a frog woman called Frogolia. A long time ago, I actually started a project called the Kingdoms of Frogolia. It was another custom level pack that I only got to the 2nd level of. Because, you know, I just kind of lost my luster. But I always remember it fondly. The first level was like an approach, and the entire pile of tiles, it was in the fashion of a frog. You could maybe figure it out if you looked at it in the level editor, but not really. If you didn't look at it in the level editor, why does this even exist? Don't teleport at me, brother. What even is this? I don't like it. I'm trying to kill the piece of trash that teleports. Really need to watch out for my health, though. I am extremely gratuitous in the way that I deal with problems here. I think that bow may be worth pursuing? But I think I'm gonna pass on that. Instead, I'm gonna grab some human flesh. Unfortunately, these look like they are a big deal, but they're nothing but pathetic footmen. Count for but 1 point in Kali's scale. All that armor makes them like as clams. Really hard to get the flesh out of there. So Kali really does not appreciate it. She's not a big fan. But she is a big fan of this little nincompoop that is calling my name. This absolute poor bastard that has no idea about... Surprise! Oops, I dropped the dog in the altar. If I cut out all the dwellings gameplay, I will be left with 0 gameplay at all. I'm just that bad at the video game today. Look, it's not me being bad. It's Spelunky 2.5 being a nightmare in the best sense possible. Don't catch it as criticism. And it often feels like, oh man, these biomes are way harder than the base game. And they might be, but there's also the massive factor of novelty that we're facing. It's like, well, you didn't find Neo Babylon easy when you first encountered it, did ya? It was not a walk in the park. Wait, I won that. There you go. It was slightly challenging, but we made it happen. I don't think I'm going to have enough bodies for Cali. Even with these 2 absolute buffoons, I need to get in there. It is necessary. I hate that I don't have the means to navigate these land. Upset. Very upset. I had a key, brother, and I dropped it. That's right, I dropped it in this man's lair. I guess I'll just do lethal violence upon this fellow. There you go, you're now dead. Oh, I cannot leave. I cannot leave that there. Cannot leave the shotgun there, or there will be no way back up. I don't think there's enough. And I don't have enough time. I don't have enough time. It was not a walk in the park to get through Volcana way back when we all first started this journey, huh? Huh? Same deal with all these new places. Like, at least half the difficulty is because we have not gone through them 20 bajillion times. Please give me a straight path to the exit 4. I am in desperate need of escape from the haunting past that comes up from... Oh, no! Son of a bitch, man. Oh, I got flustered is the problem. I got flustered. It's okay. There's going to be 7 turkeys. And we're going to be just fine. Turkey number 1 is right here. Unfortunately, I ain't got no bombs. What was that? I don't know what it was. Another wonderful thing in Alaska that is pretty unique to Alaska that you may not know about, because you see, I didn't know about this until Megan, the channel member, emailed me about it because she saw a post somewhere. Forget where, but she saw a post somewhere. She's like, is this real? And there is, you see, wild moose. They will go into the highway. And oftentimes, tragically, they will get run over catastrophically. I am sure this is a problem throughout the entirety of the Canadian states. But it certainly is a problem in Alaska. Not so much the city moose, which have learned to live within the city, and they just don't give a crap, brother. They are hilarious in that way. You will see them through any city street, and they know they are the boss, and they are going to prove it by just standing in the middle of the road and not moving until they feel like it. And they know this, that you must wait for them or else. So, you know, that's a different thing. The wild moose that often find themselves in need of crossing the highway, it is quite the cruelty for them. It becomes tragic when people don't see them get completely run over. It makes a massive accident. It will, you know, create in a bad case, it will make a freaking pileup in the highway with a bloody mess, probably on both sides. You know, hitting a moose with your car, it's a huge deal depending on how fast you are going. If you're doing Alaska highway, that's 60 miles an hour. So it can be a catastrophe, but it falls to somebody to clean up that carcass. And at some point in the past, the Alaskan history, somebody was like, man, this is a huge, it's a tragedy for sure, but it sure is a dang old waste to throw all this meat away. There is a list of people who are volunteers to come around and make sure. Oh, I thought I had a cape. I went to use the cape, but it worked out, buddy. To make sure that moose carcass is butchered and properly consumed. I mean, they don't make sure. They don't go back to your home and make sure that you're eating that moose. You know, if somebody goes to the trouble of butchering the damn thing, they probably are going to use it for meat for the entirety of the winter. And okay, I deserve this. You know, that is what happens when you give yourself to the banter instead of concentrating fully on the events unfolding in front of your eyes. Please come down here, son of a bitch. Yeah. Oh, baby. He's dead. He's dead. Mosquito, I need this health. You cannot take it away from me. Okay, buddy. Okay, alright. Alright. Crisis averted. Of the things that have killed me coming this way. And this place feels cursed. How wonderful. Thanks for the twice in a row nightmare, TommTamm. I love it! Anyway, you may be in the list. You may be in the list. You must die. What a nightmare. What a nightmare of a level. This is just cruel and unusual cruelty. A punishment, whatever. I'll put a bomb here. Don't get thorned. It's dark level, brother. Look at all these mummies. It's just atrocious. I'm trying to tell you about the moose list. People will come out and harvest that carcass. And some people will be mighty excited that their meat problem has been completely solved. That's right. For the entirety of their year. There is a shopkeeper who's dead. Don't kill me, brother. I have 1 point of health. What a nightmare. I mean, there's not much else to that story, but I didn't know that. I didn't know that. So when I received that question in the email, I was like, this sounds made up. But let me ask the wife. The wife has lived here all her life. Mostly. She was adopted when she was 8 or 7 or something like that. So she knows. And she didn't just grow up in Alaska. She grew up in the boondocks of Alaska, in the deep, deep, frosty homestead. Far, far into the wilderness. She used latrines growing up. And believe me when I say, well, because I believe her, I haven't done it myself. Using those at 40 below is an adventure. It's a great experience that she remembers so very fondly. She'll always rub it in my face whenever anything mildly inconveniences me and I bitch about it. She'll be like, you have no idea how good you have it, bitch. He stole a freaking bomb from me. What a piece of trash you are. Okay, get me out of here, please. I've had 1 point of health for the last 20 million minutes. It's very upsetting. Holy crap. Leaving my life on the edge of danger. Please, I just want to drop. There you go. Ah! Everybody succumbed to my death. So she tells me, oh, of course it's a real thing. My parents were on it. My parents went out. I have gone out with my parents to help. And she told me a story about how, you know, it really does sort your meat situation for the whole winter. It's a bonanza when it happens. You are hoping for that call. It's like, well, the more you know. I have learned something new about living in the Alaskan wilderness. Let's see if we can not get destroyed. So, you know, now you also know this mosquito can be my bane. So let me use a bomb to clear it. I am so intimidated by him. And we're going to also clear, hate you, also clear the exit. What is this, brother? I refuse to use a bomb to get through this. Oh, baby. There is an extra impediment to my progress. Don't come this way. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah, all right. Holy crap, bro. We have 45 seconds to take care of this weirdo, too. Wanna come over here? Oh, why's my life this hard? I've made everything worse. Holy crap, man. Die! Alright, give me the dog. Please give me a little bit of a health buffer. Let me stop talking about the wonderful glamour of Alaskan life. And maybe make it out of here alive. Go through, Major Stupid, go through. Prolong my life just a little bit longer. Against all odds. Why am I going to... Why? What is this? What is this, TommTamm? You're always throwing me off. Here I thought I was... Why, though? That's right, that's right. Don't come back, weirdo. I'm just gonna shoot down. Actually, don't bullets reflect off Olmec? I don't think he's here. We just came across the Egyptian temple. Don't question it. The Egyptian temple, I mean the Egyptian Olmec Slayer is here. Don't question it. Here goes my last bomb. It's okay, it's going to reveal more bombs. No more bombs were revealed, unfortunately. What's back here? Is to teleport to the Ujjara, to the Ankh. I understand the purpose of this right here. Unfortunately, my last bomb seems to be missing. Don't know what happened to it. We have no means to get behind that. That is to the surface. They are all unidentifiable. And this is to go to freaking... Why the easier one is the hard one? Why you do this to me? Why you do this to me? This is certainly the surface. This is a mystery. One of these is the temple. Well, I don't know what the other one is. There's 4 freaking exits here, my friend. Why? There is one that we do not know. Let's go into this one, see what happens. We're going into a mountainous land, all right? This is fine. Everything's fine. This is fine. Seems very reasonable. I'm happy to be here. Clearly, nothing bad will happen to me being in this place. This perfectly reasonable place that contains no dangers whatsoever. Was that a robot monkey? What are you? Ah, okay, you're just a puncher. TommTamm strikes again. He just feeling cute today. Let me create a whole new stage. Might delete it later. You're not gonna attack me. You don't have the balls. Do you attack? Oh no, but I want you gone. If there's something I have is enough ropes to hang myself. I appreciate the fact that I can just, you know, climb through the side of the level and not worry about it. I thought for sure this would be a crush trap. It should have been to end my suffering. Kinda unhappy that it wasn't. What are you though? Some kind of creature, I don't know. There is an arrow pointing at the exit. Will I have to destroy 3 globulons to be able to get out? Or will the exit be free for everybody to approach? Why is this so wide? Why does the level keep going, TommTamm? What have you done? Idiot! You have murdered yourself. The exit is indeed transitable. Appreciate that. Carry on with my life, I guess. One more level. Thanks for the ropes. I appreciate them. I wonder what those are supposed to be. I think they're just regular old cavemen disguised as robots. They jump though. Alright, they're all mites. Really should be not shooting so liberally because the shots will be reflected upon my person. And that will be lethal upon my flesh. Unfortunately, I have no means to get to all that wonderful health. So, you know, I really do appreciate the fact that I can just climb and climb and climb and climb and climb forever. What is that? Looks like some kind of horrible trap. What is going on here? Is it by the side? Is it a bug? Is it some kind of weird secret? Let's never find out. Just carry on to the side. No reflections, please. Ooh, I definitely want to open that in case it contains explosives. My bombs. My beautiful bombs. They have exploded. But why though? But why? Oh. Kaboom! There's a dog now. All right. So what happened to my bombs and why do they no longer exist? I don't know, but I feel like that was a proportional punishment for my indiscretion. I should have been more careful for what just happened. Nothing but myself to blame. It's Callie. Do you take little robot men, Callie? Of course you do. They are all mites. Oh, ah! They are multiple health point bats. Why you do this? Oh man, you're such an asshole, TommTamm. You're just a jerk. You're a bully and a jerk, aren't you? I don't know if I like you anymore. Ah! I thought we had a decent relationship, but the more that I experience, the more I figure out that you just like to cause suffering. You just like to see people have a bad time. You put these on and you take off all your clothes and start the gooning and the hating. When you witness me through these trials and tribulations, it's like, oh yeah, let me get that lube. Let's do the ditty. It's going to be so amazing. Oh, will Largo get tortured today? Boom. Where that's the why the bomb though? Where was that bomb? Why was it dropped? Alright. All that said, definitely this biome feels much easier than the mountain. About time that the balance skews that way instead of it being a never-ending session of suffering. It's like, it's weird and funky. Oh, baby. It's weird and funky, but definitely not a nightmare to get through. Why is there a caveat? Why are you forcing me to piss off Callie? Why you do this? Oops. Oops, I have done violence. My bad. What is going on down here? We're on the brink of death. I guess I'll continue going down. I like the music though. Very cool tune. I gave up completely trying to guess where it's from. TommTamm has been pulling from all kinds of games, not just Spelunky themed. It seems like these caves are way wider than your standard level. He won't come down here and kill me, will he? So good, so good. We have gone for another level, barely scraping by. Your strange machines at work. Oh, oh baby. Okay. Oh, you have more than 2 points of health. Probably it's 4 then. I mean, I would love to get into those slaves. Wow, the stupidest death possible has been attained. Congratulations.